insane. Teeny, meeny, money, more. I catch a whore, I got her toe. And if you wanna let her go, you bout to see this chopper blow. I run this shit just like a game, I can't stop now. I got the film, I just can't hang around all your lame. Just last week, I just fucked your dame. Stacking another guap, let the body.
What's going on, everybody? It's Joe to the end, and we are back with another trailer reaction. This time, we're going to be doing the Dark Phoenix once again. This is going to be the third trailer for the Dark Phoenix movie, and I am already hyped. We saw in the last trailer where Jean Grey, who has given herself up to the Phoenix Force, lifts up that little train thingy. So I'm curious to see if they're going to top that, how this trailer is going to go, how this trailer is going to be different from the previous one. So without further ado, let's just get into this and see what we can unpack here.
I break things.
Well, how's this sound? If you break something, I can fix it.
I have a school for young people who are like you, G. We could be
Jet.
your new family. If you like.
Go.
Oh.
Girl, where is she? Where is she? Tony!
Yo, that's tough.
She should be dead.
She should be
Whatever
dead.
happened up there made her stronger. She's changing.
And what? I'm scared.
Phoenix.
When I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
I'm not giving up on you, Jean. This is what family does. We take care of each other.
Stop.
Do you
That
see?
power destroyed everything it ever came into contact with.
Oh, really?
Until you. And what they don't understand, they fear. And what they fear,
They seek to destroy.
Are you a scared little girl who answers to a man in a chair? Or are you the most powerful creature on the planet?
She'll kill us all.
This is your fault, Charles.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
The girl dies.
Yo.
She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes we want to believe people are something that they are not. And by the time we realize who they are,
Yeah. That magnet. Oh.
it's too
Damn.
late.
X-Men Dark Phoenix. She's coming.
X-Men Dark Phoenix in cinemas June 6.
June 6th. So, that was my reaction to X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer number 3. This one was a lot more better executed, better cut than the previous trailers. We see that they go on a mission to space. This is actually straight out of the comic books. There is an interplanetary mission that they went on. I think the NASA aircraft, a NASA spacecraft was in space. They have a little malfunction. The Phoenix Force is approaching them and is starting to tear the ship apart and destroying everything that it comes in contact with, which what we hear the alien character, the girl that was blonde, she is in fact an alien. We don't know who she's playing yet, but we just know that she's an alien. So the female alien character, she was telling Jean Grey earlier that the Phoenix Force destroys everything it comes in contact with, except Jean Grey, who just absorbed it. So back to the beginning of the trailer, we see that the NASA spacecraft is attacked by the Phoenix Force, and the X-Men are the only ones who are called to answer this SOS, because nobody knows what they can do. So they're gonna call the people who have weird powers to maybe try to do something about it. And we see Nightcrawler teleport himself and Jean Grey to the spacecraft, and we see Jean Grey is actually using her telekinetic powers to hold the structural integrity of the spaceship intact to give Nightcrawler enough time to transport the astronauts. Unfortunately, we do see Nightcrawler has left Jean Grey. Most likely, Jean told him to get out and like get out. I'll hold it in place. Like get them out to safety. She sacrificed herself in order to save those astronauts. And of course, we get Scott, who they must be a thing by now. Is like, where is she? Where is she? And he's like, Nightcrawler says, I'm sorry. Boom. We see the Phoenix Force completely destroy the spaceship, and we see Jean Grey absorb the Phoenix Force, one of the most powerful cosmic entities ever out there. So it's not really good, it's not really bad, but it does consume everything. So technically, it's bad. But yeah, and being a separate entity, the Phoenix Force does have its own consciousness and everything. And because of Jean Grey's telekinetic powers, she is able to absorb the Phoenix Force without physically harming herself. And we do see that she is left in the vacuum of space, and we do see the Phoenix Force healing Jean Grey's body as she's floating down to Earth, I guess. And I'm guessing they managed to, grab her from while she's floating. They managed to grab her, and of course we get the voiceover from, I believe it was either Professor Xavier or Scott, where they were saying she should be dead. Oh no, I think it was Mystique actually, saying that she should be dead, but obviously we see she's not, and we see that they do scans on her, saying she's more powerful, she's stronger, blah blah, she's becoming something more. And as the movie progresses, we see basically that she is slowly hitting the shit is hitting the fan slowly, and she is going crazier and crazier, and of course ultimately she will be seduced to the dark side by this alien, as she's saying, are you a scared little girl who listens to a man in a chair, or are you the most powerful being on the planet? And of course that little power corrupts, absolutely, blah blah, that little saying. So boom, she turns over to the dark side, and of course it's up to the X-Men to either save her or whatever. Now in the comics, Jean Grey does sacrifice herself. She ultimately kills herself in order to protect everyone. So I don't know if they're going to do that in the movie, since this is effectively basically the last X-Men movie before the Fox Disney deal comes to fruition and all the X-Men characters are signed over to Marvel. So this might effectively be the end of the Fox X-Men universe as we know it now. So we don't know if these characters will ever return to reprise their roles, or they will be recasted or not. So effectively, I do believe that this movie might end on like, not necessarily a downer, but maybe like a bittersweet ending, like, hey, maybe a little love letter to the fans at the end, like a little, quick scene with Professor X giving like a little voiceover, or maybe Mystique or Jean Grey or one of the core X-Men members. So yeah. Oh, we also got to see a little bit of Storm, and we do get to see Jean Grey actually attacking Magneto. And what's really interesting is how she's bombarding him with such an amount of telekinetic power that is actually destroying the helmet that he has, which is supposed to block out psychic and telepathic powers. That's why he has it. So Professor Xavier can't really influence him directly. He can influence people around him, but not Magneto himself. That's why he has his signature helmet on. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, that's fine. You can hit the like button, subscribe, and share anyways. And let me know how I can improve for you guys. There is that Game of Thrones trailer breakdown that is coming up soon that is taking some time to edit. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. And definitely I see we have another Brightburn trailer, so that most likely will come up after this. And yeah. Be sure to hit the notification bell down below so you get notified every time that I post a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Boom!
Be bugging, nickname is Downer cause these niggas decking. Got 14 days, my nigga a Fortnite. Guns that you blast them only on Fortnite. Chopper gon' grind you niggas like port runs. Ho call me Batman, nigga the dark now.